moeten. Er is niemand online. Het is ook niet aangebeeld op film nu, denk ik. Maar ik heb het vorige keer wel gedaan. En de lamp ook een beetje aanzetten. I see one person logging in. Welcome. We are not quite ready yet because we are still printing a piece of the prototype, namely the game board. And once that is ready, then we will start with Circus and then later the party game Bugz. There's 3 persons online. Okay. Proberen van een andere licht. Bugz. Circus game materials, game board. De welke is dat? Circus game board beginner? Ja. Dat kan er sowieso ook niet op, hè. Dat kan ook niet op één blad op, hè. Of wel? Nee. Anders open doen. Openen met. We hebben 3 viewers. Ik heb ook te weinig licht voor man. Dat gaat uiteraard klaar moeten liggen. Okay, so we are ready now to start the game. So this is all prototype material, especially the board, which just came out of our printer. Sorry for the delay.
Apologies for my part, especially because I forgot the boards. They're at my place.
En dan moeten de kaarten bijna. Deze lijn van kaarten moet langer kunnen worden. Hè?
Ja.
Dan moet hij ergens anders liggen. Weet je dat? Okay, so Sepp will explain the game a little. This is a family game of Amusa, by the way, so the game explanation will be very short, I hope.
I'll do my best. We are circus directors, and we want to make a performance as wonderful and entertaining as possible using our artists. These are our performers. This line is actually the line of performers that have been on the stage for now, and we will be adding some and scoring points doing so. We can see here the entire show. I don't know if this is on the screen. Okay, we can see here the entire show. It will last for 7 rounds. The 7th round is the grand final. During the first 6 rounds, we can just put in any performer as we like. There are, however, several rounds in which there will be a preference. For example, here for a clown and here for contortionist, etc. I'll come back to that later on. So, at the start of each round, we mostly have 2 performers in our training area. This can be augmented. They are the stars of the show. So on this track, you can see how many stars you can have. We all start off with 2, and that can go up to 3 or 4 later on in the game. Okay. During the turn, you will be playing cards. The cards that you have in hand are different cards that you can use to augment your the performance of your artists. You can have a wardrobe card, so they have much nicer clothing. You can have things like talent. You can have things like rehearsal. All kinds of things that make your performance do a better act on the stage. The quality of the act will be represented by cues on the cards. For example, if I were to play this card, I try to show it to you when I give.
It's not very sharp. It's a
Okay.
manual
Okay.
focus.
This is the first time I'm playing with these cards as well, so I need to get a little bit into the iconography, but it's probably going to be okay. This card says that if the last card in the acting row was a female, then I can put a red cube on one of my performers. Is that correct? Yeah. Okay, so I can put a red cube on one of my performers. This card says that if this is the wardrobe, I can give a purple cube to as many actors, performers of the same type in my training area. So if I was to have multiple clowns, this is a clown, for example, I would if this was a clown as well, I could put a purple cube on all of them. Now, playing these cards, of course, has a cost, and the cost is down here. You can see this card costs 2 cards to play. This card costs 1 card to play. The cost is the cards that you pay to actually play the cards is cards from hand. So if I was to play this card, for example, I'd have to discard 2 other cards from my hand to the discard pile for me to play this one. Okay, you can play as many cards as you want and can pay, after which you can also augment one of your tracks in here. The first track I already explained. The second track, this trapeze, is the amount of cards that you get at the end of each round. So, for example, at the start you only get 1. But you can go up and you can get 2 or 3. Those are the basic cards that you get. You'll get more cards, but that all depends on the actual performance. I'll get back to that later on when I explain performance. Help me out, guys. This track
is how many points you get per cube?
Yeah, okay. At the end, okay.
That's
this track indeed. Thank you, Wim. Is there because at the end of the game we have the grand finale. In the grand finale, it will be a big show, and everybody in your training area will be put out on the stage, and there will be a point conversion of the amount of cubes that's on all performers that you have in your training area. And this track actually will tell you what the conversion rate will be. 3 cubes to 1 point, or 2 cubes to 1 point, or 1 cube to 1 point. Okay, so for example, I played this card, the red one, and I paid with this card because I was not going to play it anyway. I discard 2 cards to add 1 here. I don't know which color I'm playing. I'm playing yellow. Okay, I'm playing yellow. So I'll augment that. I immediately get a new artist. I add it to my training area. Okay, after this, I am going to put a performer out, and I decide to put out the contortionist. This might not be the ideal one to put out right now, but I'm just going to do it for explanation purposes. What happens? I score points depending on how many cubes are on my performer, depending on the cubes that are on my performer. If a cube of a certain color is not on the last performer of the row, then it scores 2 points. If the same cube was also on the last performer before I put mine into the ring, then it scores only 1 point. Either way, what happens as well, I've put down a contortionist, and there can only be 1 performer of a certain type in the performance row. So we see here contortionist, so she will leave, and she will leave as well, because all cards that are in front of the card that is taken out are also discarded. So these are out, they will go that way, and this actually dictates how many cards I can take. The cards that I can now take into my hand is 1, the basic 1, plus 2, because there's 2 performers in the performance row. So I'll be taking 3 new cards in hand. And believe it or not, that's about it. It's a very easy, simple game, but it plays very, very smoothly and very elegantly, and we like it a lot. Perhaps I need to touch a little bit on these things, because you get bonuses if you score the performer that is requested at that time in the game. So if you play a clown in this round,
1 point for each cube.
you get 1 point for each cube, indeed, an additional one
On
each clown that you have, even on the clowns that are in your training area. I've been explaining a lot of games over the weekend, so pardon my
Pardon your French.
pardon my French. Yeah, thanks. Sacre bleu.
It's the first time I'm playing this game with this prototype.
Same here.
Yeah, we all are.
We all are.
You're the starting player.
I am starting. Okay, daisies. So I will be playing out this card. In so doing, I will discard 2 other cards. And I can put a green cube on both my magician and my clown, because they're both female.
This is the cost, right?
That's the cost, yeah. I need to put a performer into the. I cannot buy any of my, any development, because I only have 1 card remaining, and you need 2 to do development. And I will be putting in the magician. Why the magician? Because if I put in the clown, this clown would go, and I would take less cards. So I just score 2 points, because I have a cube that is not on the last performer. Because there's 2 4 cards here and 1 card that I get from this track, I now take 5 new cards. 2, 3, 4, 5. Also, I have a limit of 2. Actually, I have a limit. I have 2 stars in my training area all the time. So 1 has left, so a new one comes in automatically. There we go. Your turn, ready?
Yeah, you do.
Okay, you have to help me out here. This is something with
If
females.
the last card in this row is a female,
Ah,
then
okay.
you can place a red cube on any one of your.
On 1 card.
On 1 performer, yeah.
So that's
It
is a
need not be
female.
female. You're the person, the performer you put the cube on, but you only have 2 females, so it's probably going to be. The actual, the condition is that the last performer that was in the performance.
That's the
row
only
has-
condition?
That's the only condition.
This is also 1 cube only.
That's talent. That's
Yeah,
If
but
you-
only 1 cube.
if you get a new
Yeah.
artist.
Yeah.
And if it's female, you get the talent. So
Oh.
if you draw a new artist,
and it's
if
and
it's
she's.
female?
Then you get a
But I have to play it now.
Yeah, then you have to play it now.
but it's free.
Okay, then we'll play this one as well.
Okay, yeah.
Um,
Lucky you.
Very talented.
and then I play this one.
Yeah.
Maybe I should show them on the camera. So these cards stay here because they have an effect on the card that I will draw.
Yep.
And for this one, I pay 1 card.
Absolutely.
It's always cards, right?
It's always cards. Yeah. You can put 1 red cube on one of your performers. Okay, the juggler.
And this one
That one
goes to
goes.
the.
Yeah.
And then I need to send an artist. I will send her.
Okay.
So I score 2 points.
You score 2 points because she has 1 cube that is not on the previous performer.
And then I draw a new performer.
Yep. Oh, it's a mime. So it's a
That's
very
male,
talented mime.
male and female, so
Yep.
I get 2 cubes.
You get 2. That's
No.
actually not allowed because you can only have 1 cube of each color on the performer.
And now these
You
can be discarded as
You
well.
can choose which one.
Really?
You only score 1.
Yeah, makes sense. Let's say that is a
Okay.
male now.
Okay.
I would have chosen otherwise because there's a lot of females already in the game. So chances are.
I trust the female performance.
Okay.
Okay.
Really, you get 2, 4, 5. You get 6 new cards.
Oh, yeah.
6 new cards.
You
Oh yeah,
draw
yeah.
6 new cards.
Of course.
Perfect. Then I'm going to practice my males because my mine is a male. I'm going to pay 2 cards and place a green cube, I presume.
Yeah, it's a green.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm colorblind.
In French, I was told that that's Daltonien.
Daltonism in Dutch.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep this card. Then I'm going to send.
This has to go a little bit on the side.
I'm going to send my
People still see
strong
this?
Yes.
Yeah.
My strong man. Green versus red, so 2 points as well.
Yep.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards.
Okay, so that was round 1.
And when do you get a bonus?
You score bonus if you
pay 2 cards.
Pay 2 cards. Yeah. Starting player
It's been such a long time since I played this.
Yeah, stays in this game. It's not transferred during the game. I will play a talent as well.
Oh, yeah.
I still get. Oh, it's a new strong.
No.
Did you play this card?
Yes.
Remind me again. Is it possible to do an upgrade first, and then still
in
play
any-
cards?
it's in any order.
Yeah, it's in any order, isn't it?
You can only do 1 upgrade.
Yeah, that's the rule indeed. So I pay 2 to upgrade my performance, the amount of performance that I have. It's a male, so I immediately score this one. After which I will do a costume. So go to the wardrobe, and this one scores a cube, that one scores a cube. And I'm all set to send in the clowns, which is a very nice song. Send in the clowns. It's a bit sad. So because I play a clown, the other clown in the row has to leave. All cards in front of her need to leave as well, but as she was the first card in the row, it's only her that leaves. I have 2 cubes that are not on previous performance, so again, 4 points this time. There are 2, 4, 6 cards in the row. There's 1 still there, so I get 7 new cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And because I now have a limit of 3 on the performers, I get another one immediately. Yep. Ready?
Okay, I'm discarding 2 cards to upgrade this one and take a new artist. Unfortunately, I have the same cards as you said. So I should do something else. Yeah. I will discard 1 card to play this one. Why are there 2 cards on here?
Just to depict that as a row. That is the performance row.
The
That
last
is
one
the
is a
last
male.
one. Yeah. That is a male, so you get a red cube.
1.
There's only cost you 1 card.
Yeah, and I can only do 1 upgrade, right?
Absolutely.
And I will send this guy to score 2 points.
Okay, so this is this situation that arises. All of these go.
And you see, I'm getting females with a lot of talents.
So because there's a strongman here, and new strongman was played, all of these cards are gone. And Rudy only gets to take 3 new cards.
3.
1, 2, 3.
Oops.
Okay, going.
I don't know.
Yeah. I really want clown for next round, so I'm going to upgrade this as well. It's not a clown.
But it's contortionist for next round.
Yeah, so I'm going to. I haven't been thinking straight, but I have to play talent first. Talent.
All this talent.
But I'm going to play.
That's not visible for the camera.
So I put down 2 talent cards. Going to pay 3 cards for the costume for different artists. So I get a blue cube for all my artists.
Yeah.
And I'm going to send in the mine.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
We are. And at the end of this round,
4 points
It's at the end of the round that you need clown. Yeah.
at the start of your turn.
at the start of your turn, you want to clown.
Okay. Then 1 artist comes. And I get 1, 2, 3, 4 bonus cards.
Okay, that ends round number 2. And now we get to the rounds where you can actually score points for having certain performance. I have clown, it has 2 cubes, so that means I score immediate 2 points. Okay. So
Kan elke 3 worden
clown has scored. Yeah, I will pay 2 cards to play this one, because 4 minus 2 is the amount that I need to play, and I can put a yellow cube on a performer. I played this one as well. Discarding this one, this is both. He's the mine is both male and female, so I can put a red cube on this one as well. I'm going to score big with my clown this turn because I'm going to put him in. I'm going to take out the talent. I might be. I think I'm going to go up on this track, which means I get more cards. playing this one. So this one only gets me 1 point because it's also on this performer. So I score 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points. 7 points, 8 plus 7 is 15. There's a clown here, so this one goes. Apologies. And I get to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new cards.
And one artist. 3, 4,
5 and 1 artist.
Never mind.
No.
I'll pay 1 card. For this one, which means that I get a red cube. Let me put it here. No, on this one. Put in the mine.
Okay, scores you 2 points. Please go.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I missed that one.
put in mine. So
And that's a discard card.
Oh,
yeah, I'll show you.
That's the
Okay.
Need to pay 2 cards for a new artist. Just reload Mr. Pile.
if you have any questions about this game, feel free to ask in the chat of our Twitch channel.
Okay, this one, the last one is a male. I get a red
Yep.
cube.
That's a red one.
Yeah. So this one is only 2 points. 3 points.
It's 3 points, yeah. 3
Because
points.
this
Strong
one's
man.
already there
Yep.
and the red one is not. Keep getting strong man. So 3, 4 bonus cards.
As you can see, when the draw pile of the cards runs out, just take the discard pile, shuffle them up, and you have a new draw pile. There we go. Okay, contortionists, I have none, so nothing to be done there. I can put a purple cube on performance of the same type, then I will be discarding these 2 cards to do so, after which I will discard 2 other cards to put this one there to get more cards. I'm playing Magician. I might want to keep the Magician for this one.
You have 2.
But I have 2, so I'll be playing this one, which scores me 2 points, and I get to draw 7 cards in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and a new artist, a contortionist, which is also 2 paid. You might have mentioned, might have seen already that contortionists are always female, strong men are always male. And mines are both. So for all other performers, there is a male and a female variant.
1 point.
You did see this one?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Just making sure.
Because
You get to draw 3 cards again. I'm actually quite glad that you're doing that all the time because it deprives both you
Yeah.
and Wim of cards.
because what he is in front of me, I'm just going to upgrade this track. I'm going to play.
You get the point.
No, sorry, I forgot. My contortionist has 1 cube, and it's a contortionist round. Going to discard this card to play this one.
Yep.
Last
Put
one
down
is-
red cube. This is red. Yeah, okay, yeah.
For next round.
Okay.
This one
And
is
you'll be playing the contortionist, yeah.
2 points.
Yep. And 4 new cards.
Yes.
So on to the jugglers.
5.
5 new cards, sorry. Yeah.
In the final performance, you win if you have the most cubes on a certain
Yeah,
type.
on
right?
a certain type. Now we will go over all types that are on the table. I'll play this one. Discarding. Discarding this one and this one. So I put green cubes on all males. And then I will play a yellow cube, discarding 3 cards on my magician. And I will be sending in. Could be a good strategy to send in a contortionist, just to deprive my other comrades of cards.
It's a family game.
It's a family game, so let's not do that. I'm scoring 2 points. Yeah, for the, for the mine, I'm getting a new card and getting 7 new cards in hand. Thanks for pointing that out to you. But there is a possibility to do so.
Frozen.
A frozen image. Oops. How do we correct that? Edit layout.
We hope you still hear us. There's apparently some technical difficulty with the.
It's solved.
Okay, it's already solved.
Yep.
So, welcome back. We hope you weren't gone for that. We weren't gone for too long. There was a minor technical difficulty.
30% of our viewers left because of that.
Ay, caramba. So, let's put up a more amazing performance now. So, we can get more in.
I will score the jugglers first.
Yep,
So that's 2 points.
indeed.
And then I'm going to discard 2 cards to upgrade here.
Okay. And you have to send them a corner.
Mm-hmm.
Or you might want to play that last card.
going to send them mine. I think. Do you have a mine?
Yeah, there.
How much points do you get if you win the final?
If you win the final, you score 3 points for having the performer with the most cubes.
Plus these.
You get those as well. Yeah.
Okay. In
At
that
the
case,
end of the game.
I'm still sending the juggler
For 0 points.
0 points.
But you get 2, 4, 5, 6 new cards.
Okay. I get 1 point for my juggler.
Mm-hmm.
And going to discard 2 cards to put a green cube on all my males, which is my entire circus.
Still looking for those talent ladies.
Yes, so looking, I'm sure they're out there somewhere.
Oh, they're in there.
In there.
Out there. In there.
Going to discard.
Okay. Who do you send?
Decline. 2 points.
2 points. And 2, 4, 6, 8 cards. So,
Here we have.
magic show.
Aha, a female.
1, 2, 3. I have 3 points for 3 cubes on my magician.
And it's magician. Perfect.
I'm playing this card and discarding this one to put a red cube on my magician. And he's going all out, that
I
guy.
should take the bonus.
I took bonus. But thanks for reminding me. And then I will be doing an upgrade of this track as well.
Why? That was my strategy. I'm going to score the magician now. I could keep it until the end of the show. It would yield me probably some points as well, but now it gives me 7 points. And it was the first card in a row, so I still take a humongous amount of cards. You would have started with it, right?
Yeah. So 7 points, 29. We get a new contortionist again. And I take
1 point from the magician.
5. And 5.
Playing this one. Oh.
6, 7, 8.
Let's discard 2. This one and
This is a bit of a pity. I have a lot of cards that do lots of things with male performance.
And your 3 cards are the only female.
discarding these 2 to play this one, which means I can put a green cube on all my female for the cubes I finished.
Yeah, we can actually take off. Yeah, it's
this one.
the last perform that needs to be. We didn't do that wrong all game actually. Sorry.
And then I play this one for free.
Your minus female as well.
Oh yeah. Good luck. I'm playing this one for free, so I get just one yellow cube.
For free.
Yellow cubes are very rare.
For now, I'm winning this one.
Not even a thank you, but
Thank you.
It's a family.
You put a card there with 4 cubes, so I cannot score anything.
so aim for the next round. You see what I have lying here.
Nothing.
Nothing.
No.
I have 3 wonderful young ladies.
No.
Before anybody gets offended.
So how many times can I send the performer? I send one now. Do I send one in the final round as well?
2 more. Yeah.
Two more.
At the end of this round, it's the big performance.
Okay. All the cubes that I have are already there. So it seems best to just send this one. But first, let me play this one for free. And I will discard 2 cards to upgrade this one.
You sending in the juggler?
I'm sending in a juggler. Which costs me 1 whole point. No,
Only one line for the magician. Then I'm going to play this card. I'm going to play 3 cards to do this. And it's a
Purple cube.
purplish cube of all different artists. And
Yeah,
yeah,
4 different. Yeah.
4 different artists.
There you go.
Then 2 cards to upgrade this. And then 1 card. Play this card. The last one is female, so I get the red cube. Magicians. Good one. Poetry. New one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, so the big finale is coming at the end of this round. I have something with females.
You only have acrobat.
Contortionists.
Contortionists.
Yep. I'm out of green cubes again.
And we have
More green cubes. Up. Then can't play that one. I'm putting yellow cube on one of them. Playing 2 here. And that's it. I'm going to put in one of the contortionists for 1 point. He gets a talent cube. And I get to draw 7 more cards.
And we play one more round in the final after? No, this is the final round?
Yeah, actually I didn't need to take cards.
This is the final round.
This is the final round. Yeah.
So, and you have a clown and 2, whatever. Contortionists. That is a female, so I will pay 1 card to add a red cube to my which one should I send? You don't have any in mind.
Nope.
So I should send my mine and try to win those 2. This I cannot play anymore. So let's discard 2 cards to upgrade that one. Which doesn't do anything anymore. Sending my mine there gives me 5 points.
Okay. Yellow cube for 1 card.
Yep.
Let's do this one. Yellow cube for 1 card. And that's it for upgrading.
Okay.
Strong mind. This gives me 0 points.
Indeed.
Aha! I knew she was out there, the talent point.
Okay. So now comes the big performance at the end, the grand finale, in which the ringmaster, how is he called?
The ringmaster.
The ringmaster calls in all the performers that haven't been on stage yet to give a big show. We will start out with clowns, I guess. I have 1 clown.
I don't have any.
No.
So
that you win the clowns.
I win the clowns with just
3 points.
1 clown with 1 cube. Contortionists.
You also win that.
You win that one, yeah.
Okay. So now we go just push them up or push them down if they're big.
Okay. Mine, I think I win the mines.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
I lose magicians.
Yeah.
You win magician, yeah. But I win the juggler because I'm closer to the starting player.
Yeah. Correct.
Because it's an advantage to be the last one.
Yeah.
And I win the strong man.
And now all that remains to
I have 8
Cowboy.
points for my cubes.
I need 11 points for my cubes.
there you have it. The final score is 30 for Rudy, 36 for Wim, and 40 for me. Yay!
The show must go on.
Show must go on, absolutely.
Yeah, after winning our pride yesterday, I thought to do separate player.
You're also kind. So this was Circus, one of the upcoming 3 Amusa games. We did a live stream for pizza on Friday. it will probably be visible somewhere on YouTube or on our Discord channel
On Twitch.
or on Twitch. Okay, in a replay video. So make sure to have a look at that one as well. And if you give us a second, we will be putting up our third game, which is Bugz, a party card game in which we all try to gather as many
Do we have a box of circus?
vermin as possible, as many bugs as possible. New box.
Circus. Going to collect these little things.
But we do have a little box for bugs.
Yeah. I apologize, we cannot show the Circus Bugz because that's with the with the game boards at my place.
But now we're playing Bugs, and this is the nice cover made by Jules Dubost. How do you pronounce that?
If I see it, then I can.
Dubost?
Dubost.
Dubost. A very talented illustrator. Is to the card. Sometimes the screen gets frozen, apparently, so we have to debug it, refresh it. So again, I will show the cover. Voila. And this is a short party game in which you have action cards available. And bait cards. And in the middle of the table, we will show these Bugz cards. So, for instance, we start like this, and we have 4 Bugz on this side, 4 blue Bugz, and 3 purple ones. And then we send out bait first, and then we will play an action card. While watching, you will see what those action cards do. I'm not going to explain them one by one.
No, it'll be very obvious, and we will explain them during the game.
So first of all, oh yeah, that one needs to be turned as well.
Yeah, you need to know which is the upcoming card, so you can keep that in mind. It's important for some of the action cards.
So first, we're going to play a bait card simultaneously. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so given this situation, I would take all of these, and Rudy and Wim would need to divide these, where Rudy always should get 2, and Wim always gets 1. If there were 6, Rudy would get 4, and Wim would get 2. If there were 5, then it was just 2, 1, and 2 would remain as a leftover for next round. But now crazy stuff happens.
Wim is thinking very hard about his strategy.
Okay, so there,
Same one?
yeah, there is an initiative order in the cards. So if you wonder why we do a certain card first before we do another one, that's just because there's an initiative order. I've played a card that adds 3 chits to my side of the card here. So I just added 3.
Mm-hmm. And then this action card means that my bait card, but also Wim's bait card, we play the same action card. So our bait cards will remain there for the next round.
Yeah, because normally at the end of the round, the lure card,
And
the
we
bait card
divide.
is discarded.
And we divide bugs like this.
And I get all of these.
Let's try to make that visible for the camera. So this is my earnings.
And is this visible?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, next card.
And we discard the cards that we played.
In case you didn't see, the maggots want rotten meat, the fleas want mangy cats, and the cockroaches want moldy bread.
What meat is there?
I've played meat. Yep. Maggoty meat, by the way. Rotten meat. So it needs to be frozen.
Could have guessed it.
Okay, so what happens? Rudy turns this, so it gets turned, and then Wim turns it again, so it gets turned again, and then I freeze the meat. So the maggots don't get to the food, so this remains here,
We
and
get one and one.
these are just discarded. Three cockroaches. Big loot here again. Big loot on the other side as well. So this should be a good one.
Of course.
That was kind of predictable, but I got to. Was it? Yep. Okay. This is a very specific situation because if a cancel card is played, you normally get to you are allowed to cancel another card. But if there is more than one cancel card played, the cancel cards cancel each other. So these two cancel cards cancel each other, which means that we all take our part of the. Cockroaches. So that's 2 for me, 2 for Rudy, and 2 for Wim.
This is 6 times I played the same card as Rudy.
Great minds think alike.
Mine stays. So.
Quick.
2, 4, 5, and 2 and 4.
Seven.
Indeed.
Let's see if we can do it all game.
Okay, so I can cancel one of those. This one gives 3 more chits on this side, and this means that Wim gets all the leftovers. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
This is one for everyone, so almost.
Yeah, 9. That becomes 12. So we all get. If I allow that, this is worth nothing.
Come on,
that one can go.
Really?
Yep. So I get all of these.
Yes.
Why? Why?
No.
No.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I get these.
Yeah.
Okay, miscalculation on my side. I actually didn't realize I had played this card. Which is a bit of a bummer, but
Thank you.
I still think that I'm
Yeah, you're.
winning quite confidently. Um,
Why?
Okay, so
Interesting.
this is an interesting one. So first we go to 3, which means that there's 2 that go there. Then I turn cards, and then Wim decides to eat on this side. So
Yes.
Wim gets these, and we don't get any. Well, it's gonna be close. No, it's getting closer. Um,
First you played it so much.
yeah. Okay, so both Rudy and I are going to share the leftovers,
Which is nothing.
which is nothing. Wim will play his next card face down. We always play face down, but he will keep it face down during the action selection.
Yeah.
It's 4, 5, and 2. Okay, Wim keeps it hidden. Hmm, hmm. So we turn and turn, so it stays the same, and then Rudy freezes it. So
Nothing gets
Nothing
divided.
happens.
happens. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, and I get this one back in my hand.
there are big pileups of bugs now.
Hmm.
Okay, so Wim first decides to put 3 more on this space. Then Rudy decides to not go for the fleas, but for the cockroaches. And I will be playing my card next turn, face down, 2, 4, 6. So in this case, I only take 6, 2, 4, 6, because I need to take them in multiples of 2. So this one stays.
Alright, we justify this.
My first big catch.
10, 12, 14.
Correct?
3, 3. So,
2, 4, and 3. Okay.
Yes.
Yep. Yep. Okay, so it's -2 on both sides, and then we turn.
Yes.
And now it's all up to counting the chits.
23.
24!
15.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's Bugz.
Yeah. Always enjoyable. Always good laugh.
Mm.
The
The screen is frozen again and everyone left.
okay.
Except one.
Okay, so the one person that's still there, thanks for staying with us. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're looking forward to the Amusa games as much as we are. They'll be coming to Kickstarter start of September, I guess. Yeah, start of September. So looking forward to it.
It is a fun game, yes. It's a real party game.
So thanks for staying with us and have a good evening.
Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.